Returning to our top story, the horrible nightclub fire last night in Warwick, Rhode Island. 95 people dead when a pyrotechnics display goes out of control at a concert featuring the rock band Great White. Tonight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Dan Kane has a look at this band, which is a very successful 1980s rock band.
Great White, they've been around since the early 80s. They really didn't hit it big until probably the middle 80s with a song called Rock Me.
Great White made their way to the record charts in Los Angeles before they were even signed by a record company. The album the band made themselves managed to make it into the mainstream because of the large following the band had in LA's rock clubs.
We're a good time rock and roll band. We're a good time party band. Have a good time, enjoy what you're doing.
In some ways, Great White was a throwback to the bands of the 70s, which were more about music than the look or the reputation a band could boast. Like a lot of the rock bands out of the 80s, Great White went through a number of personnel changes over the years, but one thing that has always been constant is the sound of the band, which is really the sound of lead singer Jack Russell. Because of their small but faithful following, Great White was one of a dozen or so bands that could keep touring year after year.
They play at all the small clubs. At this point, it's not about the money. They've already made, topped out of probably the money they're going to make. They do it for the love of the music. And that's why this band continues to tour and continues to come around.
Dan Kane, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Accurate, dependable, now Eyewitness.